Hey everyone, my name is Saurabh. I'm one of the authors of Wilds of Amaranth, which is a role-playing campaign for kids. If you're not familiar with the rules for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, I'll teach you how to play a human fighter in just a few minutes. At the top, your race is human. You can think of your race like a species or ancestry. Humans come in all shapes and sizes. Your human also has a class, which you can think of as your job. You are a fighter, which is good at combat and physical activities. They are usually easier for new players since their abilities are a little more limited at first compared to other types of characters. You can name your character anything you like. Fighters sometimes have strong-sounding names, like Kale Stormborn. Your character's name goes at the top, and your real name goes in the space labeled player. Next, you'll see a bunch of numbers. These are your stats. Here's a quick summary of what each of the 6 main stats mean. Strength is your physical power and athletic ability. Dexterity measures your agility, reflexes, and balance. Constitution reflects your endurance and energy. Intelligence is your problem-solving ability and memory. Wisdom includes your perception, intuition, and insight. Charisma is how you handle social interactions. These have modifiers on top and the stat on the bottom. There are times where you'll add these modifiers to your roll, but we won't get into that just yet. Under each stat, you'll see a save. If your game master asks you to roll a saving throw against spells or traps, you'll add that to your roll. You have a number of skill modifiers listed on your character sheet. These are how good you are at completing certain tasks. If your game master asks you to make a skill check, you'll add that to your roll. Don't worry right now about understanding all of them. Your game master will help point them out. The little black dots mean you are proficient or really good at something. Any bonuses you get from a proficiency are already included throughout your character sheet. Hit dice let you regain hit points or your energy when you rest for a short time. Moving down the character sheet, inspiration is a reward from your game master for doing something cool or unique, and it allows you to re-roll an attack or saving throw. If your character can cast spells, you will have spell slots included here. As a fighter, you don't know any spells. Your armor class is your character's defense against attacks, and determines what the game master will need to roll for a creature or trap to hit you. Hit points are your character's health. Hit points decrease as you take damage from creatures or traps. You get knocked unconscious when you reach 0 hit points. Your proficiency bonus gets added to your rolls, but that's already been added throughout your character sheet for you. Initiative determines who goes first during combat, with everyone rolling a d20. You add this bonus to your initiative roll. The game master rolls for the creatures. Whoever rolls highest goes first. After you reach 0 hit points, you roll a death save on each of your turns. Roll a d20, and a roll of 10 or higher counts as a success. 9 or below is a failure. 3 successes stabilizes your character, while 3 failures results in death. The next section is weapons and cantrips. Weapons are things you can use in combat. Cantrips are spells that you can use as many times as you want, but as a fighter, you don't know any cantrips. But don't worry, you can use plenty of weapons. You have 2 weapons to pick from, depending on what works best for the situation. The first option is a greatsword, which is a big 2-handed sword. When you roll your d20 to hit something, you add +4 to that roll against the creature's armor class. If you hit, you roll 2d6 for damage, then add 2 to that roll. You need to be within 5 feet of an opponent to hit it. Your javelin is your other weapon. A javelin is similar to a spear, and you can throw it at an enemy. Like your greatsword, you'll add +4 to your d20 roll to hit. If your opponent is within 30 feet of you, you roll normally. If your opponent is more than 30 feet away, but less than 120 feet away, you roll your attack with disadvantage. This means you roll your d20 twice, and you use the lower of the 2. You can't hit a target more than 120 feet away. If you hit, you roll 1d6 for damage, then add 2 to that roll. Your unarmed strike is basically a punch. You add +4 to your d20 roll to hit. If it hits, it always does 3 points of damage. As a fighter, you don't have any spells. However, you do have some abilities. Second Wind can be used as a bonus action, which means you can attack, move, and use your Second Wind all on the same turn. This ability lets you get back 1d10 +1 hit points. You can use this ability twice per long rest. A long rest means you sleep for 8 hours to get fully healed. Your Great Weapon Fighting ability lets you change a damage die roll of 1 or 2 to a 3. You still add your damage modifier for the weapon to this +3. You get this ability automatically when you use a two-handed weapon, like your greatsword, or when you use a versatile weapon, which is a weapon that you can use either one-handed or two-handed, like a longsword, warhammer, or battle axe. You can read and write in Common and Elvish. Most creatures can speak and understand Common, but not all. Your normal movement speed is 30 feet per turn. The last section of your character sheet lists your equipment. As a fighter, you wear chainmail armor, which provides great protection. You are armed with a greatsword and a javelin. Your backpack holds all your gear, including 20 caltrops, a torch, oil, tinderbox, rations, and 50 feet of rope. Caltrops are small pieces of sharp metal that you can throw or place on the ground as a trap to injure or slow down your enemies. You also have 10 gold pieces, but I'm sure you'll get more on your adventures. You'll use this treasure to buy more cool stuff. As you go through this campaign, you'll eventually level up. The end of the campaign book has suggestions for leveling your players to level 2 and level 3. And that's it. Go grab some dice and get ready to play.